Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Today through ET, I was listening to them and they were saying that Eddie Murphy is expecting his 10th child. Let me read you what they say. The 57-year-old actor is expecting his second child with his longtime girlfriend Paige Butcher, 39. His rep confirms to ET. The baby is due in December. Rumors first sparked the couple was expecting after Butcher was photographed with a sizable baby bump last week. This will be the second child for Butcher, who also shares 2-year-old daughter Izzy with Murphy. The comedian, meanwhile, is parents to 8 other children from 4 previous relationships. Oh, they'd be blasting us if it was us. But he has the money to take care of them. Had it myself. Murphy welcomed his first child, son Eric, with ex-girlfriend Paulette McNeely in 1989. His second child, son Christian, was born to ex-girlfriend Tamara Hood in 1990. He and his ex-wife Nicole Mitchell share 5 children together. I think is Bria, Miles, Shane, Zola, and Bella. The Shrek star is also dead. They still calling him Shrek. Shrek star is also dad to 11-year-old daughter Angel with Spice Girl Mel B. Butcher and Murphy has been dating since 2012. The actor gushed about fatherhood in a 2016 interview with ET, joking that while his oldest child was nearing 30, his adult children were grown and not old. I'm flipping the page, that's why I'm getting closer. None of my children are gray and balding, he cracked, before explaining how he raised kids for the last 3 decades. It's just pretty natural, it's a natural thing. The brightest part of my life is my kids, and you got enough of them, Murphy. Murphy continued, my relationship with them and my world revolves around them, even the old gray bald ones, he teased. Now I bring that up, he has a lot of mothers of his children. He has going on 10 children. And like I commented last time, if it was some people, they, especially women, they would be blasted. But you know what? I'm not going to blast either one. Eddie Murphy is a grown man, and the people having his babies are grown women. And he can take care of all of them. I come from a family, it was 8 children, 10 in the household. My father worked, my mother stayed home most of the time. She worked sporadically, basically when she wanted to. My father took care of all of us without any assistance. And I'm not knocking assistance, and I'll talk about that a little later. But he took care of all of us. He learned a trade early. He was a body and fender man, a blue collar. But he made a living that took care of us. Later on, when we moved from Illinois into California, he learned that he could do this on his own, so he started his own business. By that time, it was only myself and my younger brother. So we were fine. But I want to get to the women who are having these babies, and on public assistance. We are taking care of that children. But I tell you what you do, if you could listen to me, I'll give you some advice. I've stated on several videos that I work with social services. And I've worked with women that has received cash aid, food stamps, housing, medical, all of it. For a lot of them, while they received that, they went to school or learned a trade. And some of them were on and off of my caseload with the last position that I had. And I watched their children grow. And I watched them get from a associate degree to a bachelor to a master. Some of them are now teachers. One of them, I don't know what her which degree she has, but she ended up working for the agency that I worked for before I retired. And some of them are nurses. So they didn't just sit home. Now some of you might have to, because the age of your children, and if you can't find a support system, some of you may have to continue that a little longer without going to college. But there's online courses that you can do. And you can go online and just educate yourself, which a lot of people are doing. There's so much, even on YouTube and just other sort resources, that you can just gain knowledge. So when you do go to school, everything is not foreign to you. Just don't sit home and do nothing. You're not helping yourself or your children. What I have a problem with is it becomes to some women a generational thing. I'm sorry. Grandmama was on assistance, never worked, no man in the house. Mama was on assistance, no man in the house, or sometimes the man comes in so he can get part of that, and the social services have no clue that that man is in the house. And now you. But I don't want to shame you. You can start right now building a future for you and your children. This I know. You can start right. It's never too late. And as your kids get older, you'll have more and more freedom. They'll be in school all day. And they have after-school programs that you can pick them up. So in case some of you are worried about sitting prices, because babysitting is very expensive. When I was a single mother after my divorce, my mom helped me out tremendously. We had a pact. She knew my circumstances. She knew even before I divorced and then afterwards. That was between me and her. I know some of my siblings was jealous and talked about, oh, Marilyn's children is always here. Well, you know what? You need to shut up, because at least I was doing something legal. And my mom and I had the pact. Therefore, all she mentioned is she wanted something, and I remember that. And when I could, I bought it for her. She mentioned, oh, yeah, I love cuckoo clocks. Well, guess what she got for Mother's Day? So I just want to, shut them down and get back to you. Start now. Get that associate. You have no idea how your self-esteem will just zoom. I'm sorry, excuse the dog. He wants in. Excuse me. So just take it from now. Forget about the past. Forget about how you're not getting what you need from the father of the children. Forget about that for now. Start your future. Start your education. Because him and no one else can take that away. So I just wanted to bring you that story and show you. And let me just add, my dad did not have a high school diploma, but it wasn't as required back in his day. than it is right now to have your high school. And if you want to be more successful, have your college degrees. Who knows what you can accomplish? So right now I'm going to leave you with that. Please think about it, single moms with children. Please just think about it. Just a suggestion, just some advice that as a woman at a particular age that I can give you, working with people most of my adult life in social services. So just do with it as you will, but I suggest you take my advice. And for some of you, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe now and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.